Howdy, I'm Gray Pilgrim. Recently I went to a gun show, and among other things I picked up a few things. Some cased facsimile, a cased facsimile Colt, and a flintlock. I don't know if you can see it, but the flintlock's up on the wall up there. I tested it out recently. But I thought I'd show you something about the 1851 that I picked up. Let me show you something. Okay, as you can see, this is it. Well, I added one thing, that cap of Remington's, but it has everything you'd need, including a spare cylinder, to go off and join General Grant or General Lee's army. You know, if you were on your way off to be a Civil War officer of some kind. But this wasn't the only one I have. You'll notice another case sitting right here. This is the same thing, an 1851. This one is an Army San Marcos. This one is an unknown maker. But if you'll notice, it comes in a case that has this notice on it. This is a facsimile of the original Colt case. This is the notice that Colt put into his cases, basically saying this is how you take it apart. You know, this was the instruction manual of the 19th century. And if problems, it's got his address so you can send it back for repair or whatever. This has got some a loose ball and some caps in it. These caps are European from probably the 1960s. So this thing, I think, is from the 1960s by the proof marks on it. But I have no idea who the maker is. This flask here is graduated to 15 grains, which is a light load for this thing. They usually, from what I remember reading, they took 20 grains. But anyway, these are both 1851 armies, but this one is in brass. Brass is just not correct for an actual Colt. It should be made out of steel. Early on, the Walkers and some of the Dragoons were made out of iron, which is why they blew up. But by the time he got to the 1851, he figured it out, and he made them out of steel. But I have this one, and I have this one, and I think I prefer this one. I haven't shot this one yet. I've shot this one, but I haven't shot this one yet. Weather outside is bloody awful, so I've been stuck inside. But I just thought I would talk about the 1851. I've owned I've owned 4 of them, and I've got many other copies. If you look on the wall behind the camera here, let me turn you around. You'll notice the bottom row there are all Confederate revolvers of one kind or another. The first one on the right and the one in the middle are not based on Colt, but all the others are. There's 3 in there based on, well, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 3 based on Colt, and 4 that are based on Colt, and 2 that aren't. One is the Lamont, which is a totally unique design, and the other is the Spiller and Burr, which is based on the Whitney. Others up there above it, you'll see there's a 1862 and a Wells Fargo of the 1849 31 caliber. And then those 4 by themselves up there in the middle, that's 2 Walkers, a Dragoon, and a 1860 Army. And on top, pointing up, there's a whole bunch of new service Remingtons. All of these are facsimiles. I don't have a single original. Would that I could. I saw several at the gun show, but golly, those prices.